Hey, YouTube! Hey, it's me, Turbles Celbor. Definitely not live streaming this on another platform. I would never do that to you. You can watch him. You can watch him on Hard Limit. There's a link in the description. You could do that. No one would stop you. You could do it, and I think you'd be cool if you did. Anyway, so let's continue what we were doing. And what we're doing is, of course, I guess starting World War I in 1860. Holy shit. So, when we last left off, right, woke Belgium was pretty woke. We'd gotten rid of the monarchy, which is good. We want to humiliate the Netherlands for being little bitches, which we're gonna do. They're all just like, oh, king, you're so cool, you're so great. I love you so much. And it's just like, no, the king sucks, and you should get away from him. So we gotta check out the war situation. Money is gonna be a problem. Everything is gonna get expensive fast. Let's see, we've mobilized more than them and our navy's bigger, but that's mostly because France is on our side, which is pretty good. And all they have is like the United States of America. They have a defensive pact with me. I'm probably gonna demand something out of them. Anyway, we can't sway any more countries right now, but let's add a war goal. We want you to liberate your subject. We want you to liberate Portugal. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Actually, yeah, let's do Portugal. Yeah, baby. Now that scared the shit out of them. If I can make the alliance situation look so dire, they'll just give it up. What does the UK want? I don't think they're gonna do anything about it. This war, it's to England's advantage to not join this war. It would be to my advantage to intimidate the Netherlands enough to back down. So how much time we got left? We've got a little bit. Let's go to... How much? Okay, still have 42. I can't sway any more countries, but I will add a war goal. Liberate country. Well, none of these are great. And then I will force you to sign a specific treaty article. I don't really want military access. I like how everybody's like, oh my god, it would be terrible to force investment rights. You're crazy. Well, I guess it's all 6.5. I like how one infamy is enforce transit rights. Things are gonna get so spendy. Let's see. I would actually like to enforce investment rights. Targeting the Dutch East Indies. Or... yeah, the Netherlands. Well, that's only 2.5 infamy. That's fine. They're getting worried. Tuscany's improving relations. Russia's improving our relations. I would like to add a war goal. I would like you to liberate... oh, I can't afford liberation. I would like you to transfer subject. No, there's not really much more I can do on this one, if I'm being honest. So I would like to be able to sway more countries, though. Serbia's on my side for some reason. Could I convince you to join me? No. I still have some maneuvers left. Let's make this a primary demand. Well, not yet. Mass conscription has successfully progressed to the voting phase of the law. They are fucked in this land war. I think corpse to army. Like, we have the French military. Holy shit, is that French irregulars? Oh my god, we have French irregulars. We've got skirmish infantry. Where's my army in all this? Let me see the Allied command. Are we not going to the front? Yeah, I got 53 guys mobilized. So we have skirmish infantry, mobile artillery, and lancers. Okay. What front will you go to? They're already at the Flanders front. Alright. Oh, we should probably look at these events. For whom the bell tolls. The aged Hippolyte whatever. I'm always gonna fuck up these Dutch names. Has unexpectedly expired mid-campaign, robbing the Radical Party of a cornerstone politician. The question of his replacement is now on everyone's lips. Unexpected? Bah, that old bag of bones was long overdue to meet his maker. It's about time that a party saw some new blood, and I kind of agree. Go with the popular but inept candidate. A determined but haughty youngster secures the chair. A character appears in the United Belgian States. You know what? I'm gonna look what's in the box. Nikolai. Oh shit! We got a market liberal in charge. Ah, crap. We don't need that. That market liberal is gonna really hold us back. In collaboration with the Agrarian Party, Germain Daza has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. The interior of the carriage held a pleasant surprise. A crate of several thousand pamphlets printed on industrial scale, each with instructions on the voting process and a cheaply copied logo of the Agrarian Party. They made a hefty weight, and he hoped would turn out equally sized benefit. Honestly, what does the Agrarian Party believe in? The Agrarian Party, wait. Let's look at politics really quick, and let's look at the Agrarian Party. So the Agrarian Party is the rural folk. Their principal interests are agrarianism, homesteading, and consumption-based taxes. They're particularists, so they strongly oppose debt slavery. They want a national militia. They want no police. Closed borders, frontier colonization, isolationism, and racial segregation. So I need to not have that. Okay, liberal marketeer guy. Can I exile this person? Oh, I can't. I hate your politics, my man. You're gonna cause problems. Radical Party. The Radical Party is radical. Without Hippolyte, though, I don't know. So let's go ahead and not... Oh, man, either one... Is ambitious do? As ruler, as group leader. Okay. Man, the Agrarian Party's having a snapback. They're clapping back. Look, I'm sorry, Agrarian Party, but fuck you. I don't need this right now. I need you to I need you to have better ideology. Yo, are you guys gonna like give up? North German Federation, fuck yeah. Sway with war goals, sway with enforced treaty article. Let's enforce investment rights, I guess. One of them causes way more infamy. There we go. Oh, this is looking great for us. Wait, did the Netherlands is back down in the diplomatic play, yielding our primary war goal? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Take that, Belgium. Or, no, wait, I'm Belgium. Shit. Take that, the Netherlands. What's their deal? State in the Netherlands. Constitutional monarchy controlled by the industrialists. Now is the time. Their economy is about to go into fucking free fall here, so... Man, what a weird build-up to war. Well, the good news is we can demobilize. So that was by far the cheapest war I've ever fought, and I didn't have to fight it. Oh, America's withdrawn from the American-Belgian Friendship Treaty. Gee, maybe don't side with my enemies, asshole. America's like, we just want to make money and kill all the Indians. And I'm like, I don't want you to do any of those things. Fuck off. Alright, Well, this is going to be bad because it's going to cause the factories to crash because everybody was buying military goods and now we don't get them. Alright, mass conscription has been enabled. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at what we got here. We're going to create a second army. Another Rhine army. This is the Belgian second army. This army will be comprised mostly of infantry conscripts. This is a small maneuvering force. And then we'll just fill it out with infantry. So, this is going to be an army that I can summon quickly in the event of war. But I have to have, let's see. What is it? I need an, not really organized. We'll consider this one the defensive one. Okay, yeah, we'll give it to you maybe. Petty bourgeois. I don't think the petty bourgeois need more power, but let's do it. And then I hate to say it, but I am going to have to promote you one time. Oh, and now we have a bureaucracy shortage. Probably because of military conscription instead of professional army. Let's see. We end racial... Fuck! Nobody... Everyone's like, Belgian supremacy, baby. This is not gonna work. We need to get people to be more cool. We have right of assembly. Child labor bans. Mercantilism. We could enact free trade, actually. We're not doing laissez-faire. That would go very badly. I really want to get to Council Republic. I don't like that there's 26% support for a theocracy. That's really, Let's go ahead and enact free trade. Everybody can get behind that. I can enact free trade because I have proportional taxation. Looks like the radical party's also starting to lose steam. So what we need to do is we need to get the trade unions to have more clout. And then they can break off from the petty bourgeois and actually do something cool. Alright, so let's see. So I also need more administrative offices because of timed modifiers. Where are we down? Not there. Yeah, go ahead and go to Walloon. Oh, shit. We're, like, almost there anyway. Max weekly construction progress. Flood harvest condition. Oh, yeah. Steel frame buildings. At last. Alright. So let's go ahead and unlock baking powder. Where are we really hurting? We're hurting in the tooling workshops. Which are not here. They're all here. How many we got? We need more than that. I guess it does behoove me to just enable steel frame buildings. Alright, here we go. This is going to get very expensive, and then we'll have to figure out where the holes in the economy are. So we're missing 350 glass. That's pretty bad. And we got glass and we got lead. Could really stand to use probably more of those. Yeah. We don't need this government administration building, actually. We've got so much more bureaucracy. Let's look at the laws. Institutions. We could max out institutions more. Alright, the eyes of the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire position at the head of government. As the election approaches, voters debate who would provide the best leadership for the United Belgian States. Oh, this is the same, yeah, this is the same dialogue over and over, but it's just like different ones. So they're just two dudes talking about one guy they like. Let's see, we got a democratic Catholic. We've got an authoritarian rural folk guy. We've got a market liberal industrialist, and we've got a market liberal petty bourgeoisie. Who do I want to boost the popularity of? I'm actually not liking any of these parties, but I want the radical party to retain control. Oh yeah, we got shortages for days. The Ottoman Empire wants a defensive pact, but they don't want... They want trade privileges. No, like... I will agree to a bi-directional trade agreement. Guys. No, we don't need that. I would like them, they won't accept any monopoly. Yeah, there's nothing... Like, it's not a good deal. Like, yeah, you're a great power, but not by much. The idea that mental disorders can be approached medically, and by being approached medically can be diagnosed and treated, is a new concept that opens up new worlds for the betterment of people. Love it. Psychiatry unlocked. Oh, this is good. Reduce my bureaucracy costs. Man, we're spending 600 bureaucracy. Alright, so while we're working on this law, let's go ahead and look at the technology zone. We're still working on baking powder. Okay. So what is the mostest expensive thing? We're spending almost 100K on construction goods. Most of it's on steel and glass, so we need to increase steel production. Oh yeah, our steel production is not very good. So if we add like 5 more levels, I think that'll do it. And here I am trying to be a good person and like reduce the number of... Insufficient. Why is there low or... Oh, because you need to have... Yeah, you need a core of units. Man, nobody wants to live in the Belgian gallery. There's only 7 unemployed people there. Nobody's unemployed. Unemployment rate is 0. We need people to migrate here. Yay. Who won? Why, it's the Radical Party. Oh my god, so many things are happening all at once. The industrialists are no longer powerful. The intelligentsia are no longer influential. What? Dang. The trade unions took over the agrarian party, and then all you've got left is the Catholic Party, which consists of the petty bourgeois. This is very weird. Everyone else is just disorganized. I love it. Reform government. Can I kick you out and remain legitimate? Fuck yeah. Bye, petty bourgeois. Oh, the rural folk has to join the agrarian party. Fine. We'll do that later. We lack the flexibility right now. Ooh, let's see. Logging camps are up to snuff. We really need people to move here. Oh, look at the trains cutting through the buildings. Fuck yes. Should I, like, nationalize the American shit? It might be a good idea. Still not enough construction. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're reducing the cost of goods. Oof. What are we spending all our authority on anyway? Oh, we don't need to promote national values there anymore. We're not having an issue with people rebelling. What is the population? Oh my god, they're almost all Dutch. They're almost all Catholic. It's all Protestants up there. Okay. We're trying to reduce the cost of glass. Free trade. Plus 50% subventions, trade advantage at the... Alright, so I have pretty good trade advantage now. So I have free trade. What can we pass? We can compulsory labor. Still can't do Council Republic. I think we haven't invented socialism yet. No migration controls. No workers' rights. Excuse me, regulatory bodies. Fuck yeah! The obligation we owe to the French Republic is being used as a pretext for requests to include their friends at the Catholic Church in our government. Ugh. It was embarrassing as it would be to let another country dictate our politics. It would also be quite unseemly if they were to put more trust in our opposition than our government. You know, honestly, no. I refuse to do it, France. That is an unreasonable request. Freedom of trade was successfully completed. Markets across the world. The Belgian market has grown famous worldwide for being welcoming and open to foreign trade. We will enjoy the most exotic goods from the most distant markets. Let's see. Not through conquest and subjugation of foreign peoples, but through offering them what we have in return. A nation which is confident in what it has to offer has no need for arms, except, of course, if arms are what it's selling. Sell, sell, sell! Get more exports, or let's do it for exports. Okay, so we have a lot less bureaucracy costs. Oh no, they retooled it. It's not the same as it used to be. What can I do? What are my relations with France? Still protective. They don't care that much. Okay. So what we need to do is reduce the price of glass and steel, which we're working on. What's the market price here? Now lead is going to get expensive. But this is potentially good because I think the lead mines need some profit. Afro-Antillean mass immigration. Finally, large numbers of Afro-Antillean people have begun migrating from the French Republic to Flanders. This is good. We've got our first mass migration target. We want this. And the reason we want this is because we are already starting to have a labor shortage in the one rural state we have. We are going to continue to have labor shortages until this gets, until people start emigrating. Minority group of Afro-Antilleans, Afro-Antillean status, violent hostility. Oh man. Seeking a better future. However, the local Wallonian elites are stirring up dissent, claiming the Afro-Antillean newcomers will destroy the traditional way of life. I assume by Afro-Antillean it means like people, African-descended people from the Antilles, I assume is what that group is. They don't belong here. Our Wallonian customs, our way of life, they'll be lost if we let the Afro-Antilleans settle, claimed a prominent landowner. His words echoed in the taverns and markets of Brussels. The newcomers, hopeful but weary, whispered of opportunity would face closed doors and hostile stares. No, this is woke Belgium, goddammit. All right, so we must foster harmony. The old Wallonian can fuck off, basically. This will generate a lot of angry people. Observe. Actually, it doesn't seem to have produced that many radicals. But I think that's because most of them were upper crust. Okay, so we're trying to reduce the steel. Let's go ahead and go to the budget. We're doing a balanced budget right now, but it's, as you can see, we're hemorrhaging money. So let's go ahead and liquor up. What all am I spending my authority on? I'm sorry, we're no longer encouraging it. All right, now that we have most of those, I'm going to encourage a campaign to the Galre. And then I've got another 125, so let's go ahead and add another consumption tax. Dang. Nothing's going to be as good is the problem. I don't want to raise taxes yet, but we may have to. Why would I not want to raise taxes? And the answer is it creates more angry people. It's not so much like a bad thing to have many taxes. Like, it doesn't... The way the game works, like, taxing people, like you could see, it, like, decreases certain groups' ability to contribute to the investment pool. But its biggest danger is that it increases the minimum standard expected of living and increases the number of radicals generated. So if you keep upping the taxes to fill budget holes, you'll eventually outpace yourself in standard of living. Now, that said, we're way above what is needed. There's no worry about that. But I don't want to do it because I want the investment pool to remain efficient. But we're really struggling here because I need to increase the amount of construction, but the budget hasn't caught up yet. Industrialists have agreed to state-mediated negotiations with trade unions over the implementation of regulatory bodies. Yeah, our profit margins are going to suffer. You must understand this. It won't be good for anybody, including you. Why, we may even have to let some of you go. And how will you feed your families then? Do you know what's really bad for business? Angry workers, injured workers, dead workers. Fuck yeah, let's get them. Support the trade unions. This is going to be really great. So watch my loyalist count go from 1 million to, oh wow, we got 200,000 more loyalists. This is great. This is good. And I need the loyalists to be high because we are going to be ramming through racial integration. And that is going to be the trickiest part of this. This should be for export. Man, it'd be really nice if I had better boar production. Oof, stop that. Oof, saving. It's gonna start chugging once we get into the 1900s, that's for sure. So minus 10k. We just need to keep churning out the steel. See, we've already dropped about 10k in construction goods just from the glass. And the glass is still in shortage. What do we got? Unify Germany and France. Whoa, what is going on? Okay, so who's got what? I could join either side. It might be better to remain neutral in this conflict, if I'm being honest. Why don't we host your power block embassy? And then, if you would guarantee our independence, that would be sweet. I'm not doing it. Actually, wait. Let's draft a treaty. Oh, yeah, baby. 72% chance. Oh, the September convention was declined. But see, it was August when that happened. Regulatory bodies successfully progressed to law enactment. Yeah. Give us more steel. Oh, France is really making a case. I don't care about Schaumburg Leap. Just a second. Where the heck is Schaumburg Leap? That's the Rhineland. North Rhine. Where the fuck is Schwamberg Leap? I don't really care about any of these German states, if I'm being totally honest. Sorry, France, you gotta do better than that. What do we got now? Dang it! Dang it, I should have let him use the obligation before. Fine. But I want an additional war goal. Secondary demands enforce investment rights. Not the Antwerp Agreement. Ugh. Dang it, France. I didn't want to do this. You made me do this. Alright, well, let's go ahead. Raise up the Belgian armies. Alright, and then off we go, I guess. I would like you to walk with me to... Second Belgian army has no battalions. Okay. Has 0% attrition. What are they talking about? Alright, well, now we gotta really up the budget. We gotta reduce government wages and soldier wages? No, this is not the time to reduce soldier wages. No, keep doing the steel. People are gonna be really happy about the absurdly high taxes we're taking out to pay for this stupid war. Oh man, this is gonna go bad. No, we'll keep improving relations. We have so much diplomatic maneuvers, Germany. You have no fucking idea. One of them will blockade, the other will raid convoys. Oh, I don't want to have investment rights enforced upon me. Can I have, like, some secondary stuff? That'd be nice. Yeah, let's go to arms, I guess. So this afternoon, Victor Clays, leader of the trade unions, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of regulatory bodies. Making an appearance before the public in Brussels' main square, Victor Clay's powerful rhetoric left even his most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across United Belgian states, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. Of course, we need to increase the popularity of the trade unions and Victor Clay's specifically. Wallonia front. Oh, yeah. We gotta win some battles. This is gonna really chug it. Hold up. Look, I got like 12 threads running this thing, and it's at this simulation speed, it is gonna struggle. Are we like winning it all? Why are we losing? Oh, because we're outnumbered. France, why did you drag me into this? Why do I have such low organization? Supply shortages, that's why. Oh dear. As opposed to this thing, which, it appears that we're winning the battle at sea pretty good. Man, the French are getting their asses kicked. Do they have ironclads? No. Oh no. Oh, you know what? My guys aren't fighting good. That's why. Wow, can I, like, use my navy or something? I want you to keep raiding, but I want you to do aggressive interception. We need to crush the unbelievers first. We're definitely losing on every front. The industrialists are paying a group of armed thugs, calling themselves Private Investigation Agency, to break up trade unions against agitation for regulatory bodies. We're just making sure that everyone is following the law here. We don't want one of those angry workers firing a shot or starting a riot. Well, I fucking hate these guys. We're just here to keep the peace for the right price, and maybe the process some legs get broken, some skulls get cracked. That's just to cost of public safety. Arrest them for assault. Dude, the trade unions are powerful now. See, it's right down there. Trade unions are now powerful. Oh, to live in a country where that were the case. Oh, that would be so great. Where's all the extra money coming from? Okay, we're gonna add another general. That one's got coordinated interception. You go ahead and blockade. Got it. Oh yeah, we're holding back the Germans. They can't break through this shit. Get out of here, Germans. Why does this one have such low organization? Again, is it just a supply shortage of 100%? What are we missing? Ah, come on, lock the tooltip. Fine, what are we missing? Liquor. We don't have any of those shortages. I think it's just not getting overland. Goodness gracious me. Well, we now have a long front. I think it's safe to say that we are definitely losing this war on land. However, I think the enemy is about to have massive supply problems. Cost of the war. So far, 150,000 dead. Almost all of them are Belgian. Holy crap. I am taking so many casualties. Lead shortages. Morale's pretty low over here. Oh, it's because we're cut off, I think. Can I, like, remove you? France, are you, like, ever gonna, like, take the gloves off? Like, what are you doing? We're taking so many fucking casualties, you have no idea. Morale, it's pretty low. Invitation to join power block. You know what? Yeah, fine. We're part of France now. What power block are we in? It's a military treaty. Okay, I can live with that. Pretty good cohesion. This identity is focused around having a militaristic approach. The specifics was determined by principles. So aggressive coordination. This primary group for the military identity, at least one principle for the primary group is required. All block members. Okay, that's pretty good. Wow, there are just insane shortages because we are now part of the single market. Wallonia is isolated. How? I don't believe that for a second. What's going on? It's just going crazy. Did everybody, like, go away? Or are we just taking too many casualties? Did we... Why is there such a massive... Oh my god. All the buildings are broken because the French fucked it up. Ugh. I shouldn't have done it. I should not have joined the power block. Wait, no, I'm still a separate market. Why is there so many shortages? Was there, like, output issues? Oh, you know what? It's probably the devastation. Yeah. It's the devastation. That's what it is. It's reducing my production. It's amazing we're still in the positives. Oh man, they forced investment rights. North Belgian Friendship and Trade Treaty. I wouldn't call it a friendship treaty. Dang. Economy just crashed like a rock. Oofa doofa. That went really poorly, and I'm kind of pissed at France for doing that. I didn't want to say no to France, though, because of all the power blocks to join, the French one is probably the best one, simply because of its identity as a military treaty, rather than, like... So I don't want to join Russia and Imperianica or whatever, because let's look at the different power blocks. Like, don't want to join the British Empire because it's a sovereign empire. That's a trade league. I don't know. That one actually probably would have been better to join if I'm being honest. The one that gets me is, again, Sovereign Empire, Ideological Union with the Metternich system. Oh, I like this. I like that one. It's too bad that I can't have that, because I'm now part of a military treaty. Here I am, fixing the economy. Hey, we did it. Why is our power going down? It'll get there. Low organization in the 2nd Belgian Army, huh? Well, after we build this railroad, we can figure it out. I don't understand why we were, like, in the negative, and then we did... Oh, you know why? Because I think we built steel mills during the war. The good thing to come out of that war was, some more steel mills, which you gotta have. We need to increase its infinite. Why are clippers expensive now? We shouldn't be using clippers. Who's still using clippers? Are you using clippers? No. Is the World Trade Hub using? It's the Trade Center. There we go. No, it just uses, yeah. Who's using clippers? Why? Oh, is it this? Maybe? Man, a war input. Yeah, whatever. We'll just import it, I guess. So there's no goods shortage now. So now we just have all of our other problems, like glass is expensive. What's going on in Wallonia these days that we don't have the ability to trade? Are we just maxed out? Oh, you know what? I bet Wallonia's over the top, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. There we go. See, now it's leveling out. That's kind of where it was at. That's more where I would expect it to be at. Do. Devastation. So great. Need to build more railways. So now we have a railway here. What is the Netherlands' relationship to Germany? Plus 37. Well, they have a closer relationship with France. No, that's me. Hostile relations, huh? What have they got with the North German Federation? They have a truce, and... Okay. Oh, I got pulled into that war, so I can just go to war with them if I wanted to. Can't, right? Or no, we have a truce with them still, because that last war. Until 1865, so 2 years from now, which should be enough to recover the economy. Oh dear. France and Germany are fighting a war. Oh my. Bye, France. Alsace, Lorraine. Is it Alsace? I don't know. That territory, right? The Franco-Prussian War. This actually is happening before the Franco-Prussian War happened in real history. That territory was the cause of so many problems. So many... I don't know. I know nothing about if this is French or German. I'm not going to even ask, but I do know that in World War I, that was like the big thing, is France was like, we'll get Alsace-Lorraine back. And I'm just like, oh no. France, you're the greatest military power on Earth at that time, I think. I think France was the great... Well... because UK wasn't that good. Like, they had a huge navy, but their actual land war capacity wasn't very good. Like, they had the greatest navy on Earth. No, don't get me wrong on that. I'm just saying that, like, fighting a land war, the British did not have the same kind of capacity that the French did. Baked goods have been around since the dawn of civilization, but only with the advent of baking powder has baking at an industrial scale become truly possible. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to buildings. We need to go to urban buildings, and we need to update the food industry to produce more groceries. And then we need to go and get the steel railway car. Everything is steel. Okay, the economy is starting to explode. That's good. And I don't know if you noticed, but I quit building in the government queue, thus allowing the private queue to just fill in all the holes. So I'm going to go ahead. We're getting so much of a money boost right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build out the construction sector a little more. Probably about there. So basically what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to have private construction cover most of the basic needs of the economy, right? And then now, do we have enough? Okay, we finally have enough for the investment pool. If you'll notice, I'm getting a huge amount of money by not building stuff. And instead letting the private sector build it. And this will help because all the, like, the private sector is pretty good at plugging holes in the economy that I just haven't noticed. Oof, oofa doofa. We are all over the place. Saving game. What we really need, though, is... I don't need Steam Donkey. Let's, like, analyze the economy. Grain and glass is getting expensive. So let's go ahead, since we've got a pretty good amount there. Why is this dropping? Because the sugar is cheap. So if I did this... No, that would be very bad. Let's not do that. What about this spot? I'm trying to get people to emigrate there. A voice of respectable music, a group of respectable musical composers teaching at the Arts Academy in the Belgian Gallery have approached us. They have drawn attention to alarming lack of proper national anthem fit to invigorate our people's spirits. Land of warriors, land of splendor, of this nation the proud defenders. Hence our steps lead the way. Our fate will be completed today. Wow, it's fucking terrible. I'm sorry. If you need, like, a national anthem, you need to look no further than Pump Up the Jam. Alright, give me 20 prestige. Still insufficient construction for the investment pool. That's fucking insane. You're insane. We're gonna run out of people to employ. Oof. Stop. Saving game. Let's take a look. Come on, frame rate. Let's go. Oh my god. Usually, how to use the investment pool, depending on your economics, the worst first can expand into their own building. As construction of such buildings takes place, the funds required to build them are dedicated to the investment pool, deposited in the treasury as an investment pool transfer. Okay. There we go. That's held us off for now. My construction is a little nuts. I won't lie. I didn't think I'd have this much by the 1860s, so this is going to get interesting very quick. Where are we building all this shit? Is this happening? No, this is happening in other places. I may have to just start building shit to make sure it doesn't, like, the economy doesn't go crazy. Oh my god. Members of the Agrarian Party have expressed their concerns about technology replacing the independence and dignity of manual labor. Yeah, okay. It's true. Would you trust the education of your children to a machine? Uh-oh. Yeah, parents are doing that all the time. It's called a television. Then why would we trust them with the labor of our land, the food we eat, the fellowship, the hard work, the cooperation comes from agriculture? Those are the foundations of our society, and progress cannot and shall not replace them. Progress always finds a way. What is the Agrarian Party's dealio again? They're like authoritarians, aren't they? Yeah, the Belgian Workers' Party is where to go. They formed their own party. Yeah, I don't really care for their authoritarian ideology. Progress finds a way. Come on, we need the Belgian Workers' Party, who are clearly democratic socialists, if I'm not mistaken. They're like pre-socialist, aren't they? What's their ideology? Well, let's see. Anti-slavery, populist, egalitarian, and they're proletarian. But they are not yet communists. Because we haven't invented communism. Franchise for our farmers. On behalf of the Agrarian Party, German Daza has embarked on a tour of various rural and remote regions of the United Belgian States. Where? There's only one spot that's rural anymore. Seeking to enroll voters to ensure ballots are collected in difficult-to-reach communities. One man, no vote, no matter how remote, nested to the tops of mountains, in the hearts of dark forests, surrounded by empty plains, unmarked on any map. It is here that the people are found. Nonetheless, it is our duty to empower every one of them. Well, I'm not a big fan of the Agrarian Party getting popular, but alright. Maybe. Wait, can I kill the leader? Yeah, exile this fool. Fuck, he's a reactionary. Well, still authoritarian. I'm sure I'll get in trouble for that. Oh, there we go. This guy's got a Democrat view. They're still isolationists, but this guy is not too bad. I'm just making enemies left and right of my government. Alright, let's see. Humanitarian. Yeah, baby. Let us invite Florence Nightingale. Yeah, girl. We can't do this for another, like, year. 5 years. Investment rights. No, Russia. No. You have to also give me investment rights. Let's see. We'll do this one. So we'll do investment rights. Well, I don't even need that. I just do investment rights. Come on, Russia. Seems to turn the tide of nationalism in favor of the Liberal Party. Florence Nightingale has held a patriotic speech in one of Brussels' parks. Can we get votes for women before 1900? Let's find out. Nationalism is often assumed an unearned superiority. Yeah, we know about that one. Truly a hero of the people. Or, let's do, we should ensure the laws are properly secured. Or, truly a hero of the people. I'm actually okay with this iteration of the Liberal Party. Because I think they're going to do it. They're very loyal, too. Like, they kind of like how things are. The government's very unpopular right now. They declined my fucking treaty! Ugh. Why are the petty bourgeois so mad? We gave them freedom of speech. We gave them freedom of trade. What more could they possibly want? Okay, let's try that. Oh, well, that's no good. Just do one. Oh, it's already low on the Belgian market. Lead is not our big issue. What is our biggest one? It's glass. Let's see. So we need glass. Show me domestic only. And then let's go ahead and increase this until it drops. Okay. That should help immensely to keep the prices down. Parties, particularly the Agrarian Party, are struggling to raise enough funds for all their campaigning needs this election. Let's see what you men are charging. Fees, yes, that's to be expected, but what's this lodging charge? A fancy hotel room could house half a village. There's enough wine billed here to drown a fish. Well, that... I guess it wouldn't take... If it's a small fish, it doesn't take a lot of space to drown it in wine. And you can't breathe in wine, even if you're a fish, I don't think. Votes don't come cheap, sir. You do want to win, right? Every party can be provided with money, or... No, sorry, dude. The Agrarian Party is not my bae, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, man, So much construction is happening. Unacceptable government. Insufficient construction for investment pool. I'm gonna be chasing this all game, aren't I? There. I literally am constructing, like, I think, what is it? It's 165 construction, which is enough to build most things very quickly. Okay, so this party's pretty legit. Hey, we're gonna actually have a balanced and complete, like, government. Everyone but the intelligentsia. So fuck you, I guess. Anti-clericism. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, so let's go ahead. We got regulatory bodies. We got no migration controls. Guaranteed liberties. Can we do it? We do not have what it takes. We can end child labor in this decade. I also would like to build some universities. So let's go ahead and build a level 5 university in Wallonia and a level 5 in Flanders. This is going to cause the price of paper to skyrocket. So then what we've got to do is we got to go to resources, paper. And we got to expand the paper mills a little bit. Got 2 of those, that should be fine. Don't worry, we'll drop the price of glass. Just you wait. Here we go. Drop the price of glass. She joined the liberal movement. Catherine DeSelles. Market liberal. Again. Don't need more market liberals in this country. They all just want to come here because we have free trade. A railroad accident in Wallonia, Wallonia only narrowly avoided heavy fatalities due to the quick thinking of the train's engineer who perished in the crash. Only a few people died, but the wreckage will take some time to clear. Come on, come all you rounders if you want to hear a story about a brave engineer. Yeah, his name was Chad, the engineer. Railmen get more than a song for dying on the job. Yep, and then thank goodness for quick thinking engineers. Let's do that. Even at full construction. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh my God, only minus 2K. How the fuck am I gonna keep this? I'm gonna have to like intentionally fuck up the economy. Oh, yeah, there we go. Reduce the price, please. Rabble rousing. A few pointed comments from Catherine DeSelles have left Jean-Jacques de Decker scrambling for a simple price, a loaf of bread. The debates on restricted child labor have since stalled. Portion of milled wheat determines a meal. 3 of those a day, 7 a week is the crux of a wage. Give a worker their bread and their roof plus 10%, and it's a year's living. And yet some will tell them to eat cake, unaware that cake is made from wheat. Reputation takes time to heal. Or out of touch. Who is this? Oh right, this is the rural folk guy that I don't care for. Or no, he's not the worst. Let's do that one. Drop the price. Drop the price. How do we still have such expensive glass? We're the number 4 glass producer in the world. We literally just continue to pump out glass. Like, we just cannot keep up. We're gonna need more. There we go. Number 1 glassworks in the world is in Flanders. I don't even need to, like, privatize any of this shit, because the economy is just holding on. much innovation are we generating? That's barely any. Let's see. Oh, so plus 50 for base value and then literacy. Florence Nightingale has embarked upon a week-long tour of the countryside to spread awareness of the need for restricted child labor amongst the rural folk. Happy is it, indeed, for me that my heart is capable of feeling the same simple and innocent pleasure as the peasant whose table is covered with food of his own rearing, and who not only enjoys his meals, but remembers with delight the happy days and sunny mornings when he planted it, the soft evenings when he watered it, and the pleasure he experienced in watching daily growth. I'm not a farmer, but I don't think that's the kind of farming we're doing very much of here in highly urbanized Belgium. A noble cause, and with luck, a popular one as well. We need to restrict child labor. Still insufficient construction for the pool. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I just cannot keep up. Give me like 4 months to build these glass works. Because boy howdy are we going to need them. I gotta look at the private pool really quick and see what the hell is going on. 7K in unrealized taxes. Where? Let me guess. Always Wallonia. We're gonna need to invent telephones just to handle this. One more turn, or one more week, and then we have improved government administration. Reducing the lost tax burden. Speaker's gag. Through clever use or plain abuse. A gag of motions. Sympathizers of Catherine de Selle's cause have stalled any further discussion on the motion for restricted child labor. Supports the liberal movement. Damn liberals. A child should have the right to work. We're giving the child more rights. I call for the representative at the podium to be gagged with a division to follow. If it keep me from eating another mouthful of my in-laws' ghastly slop, then it's a vote. All those in favor of gagging the I don't even know what's going on here. So let's see. Perhaps it's time to discard gag laws. One of two options, and then it reduces the chance of success, or 50% chance of nothing. Order a bridal from Paris for her pleasure. Wow. This person, I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully the workers don't get too mad. I don't think they're going to be too mad with them being 20 loyal. They're extremely loyal. They're willing to die for this country. There's only like 8,000-ish people that don't like me. That's crazy. Almost, it's like 1 million people are like prepared to save the government. Come on, Glassworks. We need to reduce the cost of glass. Steam Donkey for coal mines. Steam Donkey for iron mines. Threshing machines. Perfect. After we get steel railway cars, we really need to invent feminism. Alright, let's go to the rural buildings. Those are all fine. Yeah, sure. Increase fertilizer output. Increase tools. Yeah, modernize it. Steam Donkey. Minus 5K, huh? Yeah, that seems more reasonable. sulfur mines, steam donkey. Yeah, I think we're good. The real coup would be this one, but I think this would cause significant issues in the economy, mostly because it would increase the cost of engines. More universities, please. Can we, like, lower the cost of glass? We're like the world's biggest glass producer, and we still can't keep up with the demand for glass. Finally. We still have minus 300. It's only getting worse. Oh my god. This is just fucking ridiculous. Sure, we'll privatize the glassworks. Come on, private queue, let's go. Yeah, there we go. I'll still hold on to a small amount of it, but they're the ones covering most of the administrative costs now. Oh, shit. Come on. Impressed by the American military's usage of sophisticated ironclads. Oh, are we fighting the Civil War now? The armed forces begun larboring in favor of closer ties to the United States of America. Let's see. The reports of the United States of America have been passed around from the room so many times that the edges had already started to become soft. Some attendees were in awe. Others were more measured in their opinion. Some simply refused to believe what was written. I believe, said the officer at the end of the table, that if they can manage it, so could we. Until we can, however, we ought to take measures to make sure those guns aren't pointed at us. They ought not be so easily impressed. But actually, you know what? Fine. The Belgian-American Friendship Committee is back on. We have secured funding for philosophy departments in all of our institutions of higher learning. The University of Wallonia has chosen to focus on funding on advancing Hegelian dialectics. Now that we're more or less seated, we can begin. Everything you do at this institution begins and ends with this portmanteau. Philo, meaning love of, and Sophia, meaning wisdom. The love of learning and thought is what philosophy is. Underpinning philosophy is the outlook by which we perceive life, the world, and everything in essence. We can't necessarily teach you how to do a specific task here. What we can teach you, is teach you how to learn and how to think about learning on your own. Thesis, antithesis, and synthesis investigate dialectical materialism, or we need a more pragmatic approach. Let's move towards philosophical pragmatism. So if we look over here, that's the one to do. Oh my god, it's so close. That one will get there on its own. We got to get to philosophical pragmatism. Wait, that doesn't even do anything. It just gets us further down the tree to cycle analysis. Yeah, let's finish steel railway cars and see where we're at. Diplomatic tour. The ruling rural folk, led by the charismatic Jean-Jacques de Decker, has initiated a great promotional tour. The decision to focus efforts domestically or internationally has been left to the last minute, however, and it's unclear if the rural folk will do more for itself or for the country as a whole. Nothing is wrong with a little self-promotion if it's for a good cause. And how would you determine the character of a cause? By how it ripens your purse? But by its very nature. Why, a cause of ragamuffins might well have a healthy effect on the state if its heart is in the right place. We should drum up support for Belgium. Where are we, like, really? It's the construction goods where we're really losing it. Okay. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of restricted child labor by Victor Clays has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the trade unions. Fumbling his way around... scrap the current proposal. We gotta get this going. Come on. It's not that hard to restrict child labor. We may need to update our philosophy and do some socialism. Well, what's our situation in the pop sector really quick? So nobody's in the -2. The Afro-Antillians are okay. But they're in state 2, which is cultural erasure. 20 to 39. So we've got some who are in this open prejudice status. Allows assimilation for the second-class citizen status. Okay, so we need to find a way to get more people to move here. Yeah, just max out wheat production. Well, actually, wait, don't do that. Because there's no workers there. Okay, so where are we at? So we could go to war with Holland again. The Netherlands. The road traffic in Brussels has been halted as Catherine de Selles drew a crowd into a major avenue and rambled at nauseating length about the government's proposal for restricted child labor. The blockage has prevented the legislature from reaching a quorum. Furthermore, in the context of the fourth paragraph pertaining to the legal definition of stroke, the current legal copy does not specify as to which stroke is defined. Many may confuse the stroke of a brush or hammer for the stroke suffered by the elderly and unfortunate alike. Wow, cool. Let's see. Perhaps it's time to legalize gag laws. No, we're not going to do that. Wasted legislative session. God damn it. It's not that hard to, like... we're not even banning child labor. We're just restricting child labor. A thing that the U.S. still has not banned child labor. My own country. In fact, we're trying to bring it back. Ugh. This is exactly the kind of debate I'm going to be having in the Oregon legislature in, like, ugh, I don't know. Probably like 6 years. Oh, should we do should we have child labor still? Oh my god. Should not make children work. Great Britain has established a colony in British South Cameroon. That's great, Britain. I'm very happy for you. Hey, the economy has drastically improved with the addition of more glass. Unlocks mass scale trading for the trade center. Uh-oh. Can we do it? Ready for this? Mass scale trading. This may result in a temporary decrease. Wow. Okay, so now the economy's really starting to turn here. Why is there a clipper shortage? Not a significant... Who's using it? Oh, the fishing wharves? What? What? Okay, hold up. No. Just use trawlers, my man. Here, I'm going to subsidize it. Stabilize the price of fish. I was like, how are we still using clippers? Alright, so now we've got steam trains for railway and joint steam trains for railway. And then steel passenger carriages for railway. Alright, so we've got it. We've got the improved railways. I don't need chemical bleaching just yet. Let's go ahead and get... Ooh, pan-national. We're going to get that in 2 weeks anyway. Have we discovered human rights yet? Let's go. Actually, let's just get to feminism. Just haul ass to feminism. How much innovation are we producing each week? 70. Okay, that's pretty good. You don't really need to like, universities are useful to get ahead, but the nice thing about the technology spread is you're never, like, that far behind. I don't know, I've never done, like, a tech run where I try to do as much technology as possible. Wow, we are expanding tooling workshops. Thunder has struck the legislatures as an article published by Catherine DeSelles accusing a member of the trade unions of sleeping with the mistress comes to light. Conveniently, the middle of the debates for restricted child labor. Man, girl, stop trying to sabotage restricted child labor. Order, the delegates will be seated, I said. Order, damn it. No matter how hard the gavel struck the sounding board, all sense of the chamber was lost. Accusations, rebukes, and rebuttals flew from everyone's mouths as fast as their spit. Before long, the journalists had every blessed word scratched in their books. Our government must be held to the highest standards. We're not going to fuck with Victor Clays. Stay focused on the law, guys. We're building so many tooling workshops. Hey, we got more authority now. What are we spending it all on? We have one charter that's being covered. Yeah, that company's doing pretty good. This one's doing pretty good. Okay, we'll leave that authority in place. But looks like we need more glass works. Fine, you know what? Just build 5. Is it really? Wow. This may be it, actually. I don't know how much glass we're gonna have to make. I get we're using it for all these steel buildings, but still. Factory in Flanders has been rocked by a tremendous boiler explosion with dozens dead or injured. The story of this tragedy has quickly become a national event. The scalding steam rushed out of the burst boiler and into the faces of men on the shop floor. If the blast itself with the flying debris didn't get them, the steam surely did. These events are simply the price of progress. No. Workers should not be exploited and forced into such dangerous conditions. I agree. We're not going to do the rural folk thing, though, of being like, no more machines. Wow, that is a lot of tooling workshops we be building. We did it. Dependence, income, max education investment. We did it. We didn't ban child labor, but we sure did restrict it. Spread thin. Limited political resources of the industrialists have made the group's leadership question their membership in the Anti-Dutch Society and the Belgian-British Association. Membership in the Belgian-British Association is no longer relevant. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's look at the treaty situation. Building so many glassworks. You have no idea. All to reduce the price of glass. Glass is too expensive. Why? Because we're using it to build glass factories. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. Hello there, Netherlands. Knowledge sharing. The Netherlands is doing stuff with the Dutch East Indies. We're embargoing. They don't have any treaties, do they? They have a commerce treaty, which seems pretty one-sided. They have a guarantee independence treaty. I don't know, the USA doesn't, it's no longer binding, and the USA doesn't seem to like it that much. Okay, so if I, like, made a diplomatic demand, say, humiliation... Who would join me? The Ottomans would be likely to join, and so would the United States of America. The German Empire would not. Okay. So really what I ought to do is just increase my friendship with the German Empire. Can I, like, leave this treaty organization? How do I leave? Oh, they have a lot of leverage advantage. Oh, goodness. I can't quite take it because the great powers don't want me conquering it, is the problem. So, it's time to consider colonization. But I don't think... draft a treaty. How do I improve my relations with the Congo? Well, let's start funding lobbies first. I don't think I'll do, like, combat imperialism. I'm gonna try to, like, get them to give me a treaty port. Why would they not want to do this? There's no reason for me to try and colonize them because A, I can't live there, and B, there's no reason to really do that. I would like investment rights in the Congo. We'll even owe you an obligation, and we will guarantee your independence. Hell yeah, baby. I want you to join my market. Oh yeah. What do they have? Actually, let's check out what's going on in the Congo these days. They got fruit and dye, which is really useful. I would like to continue improving relations. And we're spending a lot of money on lobbies. Well, not a lot. It's like 600. Finally, glass is no longer the most expensive good. Let's go ahead and just clear all these out. Hello. Netherlands is doing something I don't like. I would draft a treaty. Convention of Amsterdam. I want you to allow me to have investment rights. In exchange, I won't crush you like a bug. Hey, Germany. So, like, I'd like to draft a treaty. Could I get your power block embassy, and then you could guarantee my independence, and then I'll owe you an obligation. And I will give you no tariffs on artillery. Oh, wait. I have free trade enacted. I'll do no subventions on artillery. Darn. I don't know. I'll just give you some shit, I guess. Belgian market versus the German market. Okay, let's go ahead and... goods transfer. I will give you... I don't want coal. I'll give you like 2 furniture. That's a lot of furniture I can't afford to lose. They don't care about iron. They don't care about liquor. They don't care about meat. I don't care about diddly shit. Alright. Oops. Well, I guess we proposed that. That's too bad. I don't really like being part of this treaty, if I'm being honest. Okay, so, like, what's going on? South Wales has established a new college. So, like, what's going on here with my power block situation? So, aggressive coordination. So we have less power, 15% intimacy. You can call power back members to call ally sway in all diplomatic plays. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like how Germany would, like, that, but whatever. I'm actually gonna ask, would transferring subject... They would not accept. If I could get the German Empire on my side, I think I could make this shit happen. That's the trouble, isn't it? Always got to try and find the right way to do this. So let's go ahead and go to the laws. Can't get rid of racial segregation yet. But we can. I don't really want to do colonialism in this way. We have proportional taxation. We don't have graduated taxation yet. Don't need migration controls. Don't need no police. We just need to invent better things to do, but let's go ahead and do dedicated police force, which I'm sure will be very popular with everyone and not cause any controversy whatsoever. Domestic only. Let's go ahead and max them out in Wallonia. Okay. Wait, what's going on here? We did not queue up the building, huh? Okay, well, 3 out of 23. It's like all the wood I got. Man, we're like really investing. What's our construction pool? 84 million? That's a lot of reinvestment. That is insufficient construction for the investment pool. So the investment pool continues to grow. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some urban stuff. Oh, you know what you gotta do? You know what you gotta do? Because I don't really have much else going on. It's time to build power block statues. This is a great way to waste your construction. In the midst of the debate surrounding dedicated police force, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the petty bourgeois, of course, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the new law to be passed. Oh no! Someone has taken the omnibus and stolen all my diamond watches! Oh! If only there was someone who could stop this theft! The man's viewpoints may be somewhat partisan, but sir, you cannot argue with his prose. Don't want the petty bourgeoisie to gain more traction, but let's go ahead and add another 20 prestige. Man, explosives are expensive on the Belgian market. Saving game. Alright, let's see what we got. It's 1867. We have not yet discovered feminism, although we're getting there. Man, just you wait until we invent the police, but then do human rights. Portugal, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Oh wow, the United States is helping you stop the Portuguese radical revolt, you say, which appears to be just this colony on the edge of Moravia. Interesting. What can I do, Congo, to, like, make you like me? Right, so we can build in Congo, which is cool. What is the situation in Congo as far as built buildings and infrastructure? So they have very little in the way of services or a train. I'm going to help them by building a train. They don't have anybody there. Oh my fucking god. Can I just buy that? No, I guess not. Okay. Maybe I do need to do some colonization. I don't know. What I really need is to colonize the Netherlands. Get them to be Democrats. Not like Democrats, the party Democrats, but like have democracy. Germany. I have a question. Would you want to be my? Can we? I want to be friends. Why did they minus 1,000? Oh. Not enough an improvement on previous treaty. A minimum of plus 11. You should be my ally. That's minus 86. Yeah, that ain't happening. Just you wait. When we build our big statues, people are going to be so impressed by our giant statue. They're going to be like, wow, the Belgians know about statues. Benin is no longer a member. Oh, what a shock. Are we losing? France, are you losing your shit now? You're only number 3 against the Germans. Oh, God, I picked the right bet on the wrong horse, didn't I? Austria, I want to improve my relations with you. Russia, do you want to be my ally? Actually, you kind of do want to be my ally. If I gave you investment rights, you would absolutely agree to this shit. Yeah, sure. All right, I have an alliance with Russia, baby. All right, let's see. The manufacture of steam engines has become a profitable industry in Flanders thanks to our sound investment in locomotive technology. These engines are already being employed across the new Belgian railway lines. All aboard for Luxembourg, courtesy of the good folks of Brussels Steam Locomotive Company. Getting out of Brussels has never been easier. The dining cart is restricted to first-class passengers only. Stowaways will be prosecuted. All aboard. More engines, more locomotives. All right, let's go ahead and do more engines, more locomotives. And since we're here, let's go to the buildings. Let's go down to industry. Let's go ahead and upgrade. I know the one in the Belgian Gallery will suck. But now we have, like, actual transportation. Oh, yeah. There's, like, 3 people running this train. But now, we're all interconnected. What can we build here? Automotive industries. You cannot build. You have to invent the combustion engine. Okay. I do like that they separated out automotive industry as a separate building type, because it could really fuck over your late game economy to have to, like, convert motors to the motor production facilities to become, as they say, car producing factories. Let's see. Yeah, I still have minus 12. Can I, like, force this budget? Oh my god. Fuck yeah. Oh man, if I had just one uno mas. Not enough. Darn it. What's our budgetary situation? Oh. Yeah, we should probably increase government wages. There we go. I don't have a lot of flexibility on this one, unfortunately. But it's partly my fault because I'm building these giant-ass statues, which don't really do much, but they do help immensely in the concept of edict costs. So if we look... Oh, right. So we have to go here. It's going to be one of those urban buildings. I guess it's a development building? It's not even a development building. It's a state action. Let's just look at it. One of these. So +3 prestige, increases conscriptable battalions. It's not that expensive to run. And then that's my power block statue. Oh, the Netherlands is out there colonizing people. What's your economic situation over there? Still minor power, I see. Unaligned. Literacy is a little worse than mine. Standard of living is a little bit lower. Their GDP is about half the size of mine. Still only have one boat. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the Navy situation. Upgrade all units. Here we go. What are we upgrading to? Is it an artillery thing that we're upgrading? Huh. I don't know. Dedicated police force has attracted new supporters, finally. Everybody supports the police, but not having children work slightly less. The eyes of the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire a position at the head of government. As the election approaches, voters debate on who would provide the best leadership for the United Belgian States. I quite like Woolamont. It's the same thing again. You know, Paradox, you could have put a little more in there. I like how this is integrated. I think it's really cool, but I see many repeat messages every game. I think it would be nice to just have like more of them. I think that would be cool. I'm sure someone has modded this, so that's fine. Let's see. Andres de Villemont is the man of the hour. Excuse me, Victor Clays is what the country needs, baby. Belgian Workers' Party. Following the recent expansion of industry to rural communities in Wallonia, Jamon Daza has begun a local campaign for the Agrarian Party, stressing the desired solutions to unpleasant smog now common among the region's factories. The pall of smoke that obscured the sky seemed to be reflected in the eyes of the villagers as he rode by, rather than the bright sunny day that he had anticipated. This speech could be accomplished by would be accompanied by the ever-present gloom. Man, you could tell that I have ADHD because, whew, baby, I was just reading my own shit right there. It was no matter, as the German Daza looked up at the sky and envisioned the cloud obscuring the hearts of men, a vision for a new sort of rhetoric crossed his mind. Wow, dude. Whilst the workman began to raise the stage, he picked up a pen and started to write. The Agrarian Party will bring back the sun. No. Sorry, rural folk. Stand for nothing but the opposition of progress. So, this one's trade node has to go over there. So we need to blockade. Hey, could you move to a C node? Could you move to that C node? Or no, it's that C node. Never mind. Military, where's my navy? Move to C node, move right there. Okay. So Russia's my buddy. Still only minus 1.3k. That's crazy. The investment pool is catching the fuck up. That is nuts. Good old days. When invited to give a speech on behalf of the Catholic Party, Catherine de Sales began extolling the virtues of a strong home, strong borders, and strong men. The public reception was mixed. Truly, I dare say, the men are no longer men. They're coddled with books as if there is any substitute for real adventure. Their mothers sweat. I love how it's the same fucking line throughout the post-industrial era as people were doing in the industrial era. Their mothers swaddled them in cotton and silk, and only for them to be henpecked by their wives. And heaven forbid they take a pint of beer. One sip, and they need their fathers to carry them home. Won't someone think of the children? Renegade cannot decide what Decels wants. Fuck the Catholic Party, man. Like, you guys lost. You lost in like the 1830s. Do something better. Oh, there we go. We have one train that does very little. Pressing issues. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across the United Belgian states, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting with the next term in government. The first thing I want to take into account is the safety of my investments. If a party could represent chaos, I may safely discount it. The stockbroker tapped his cigar on the rim of the ashtray and continued. The journalist took notes as he spoke. How will the incoming government's tariff policy affect my needed imports? I'm going to point out that we have free trade currently, and we can't actually impose tariffs, which may spur uncertainty. Do they wish to embark upon military adventures? Would these adventures be profitable, or would they be ruinous? There's much to consider. The Belgian Workers' Party policies have merit. Yeah, baby. Let's look at the election situation. Bye-bye, Catholic Party. Looks like you're going to crash and burn. Haha. Oh, yes. Now we got police. This is good. How close are we to developing human rights? 17 months to go. Okay. So then we did mass conscription, dedicated police force, right of assembly, slavery banned. We can't advance. We don't have enough technology. Can't advance. Don't have enough technology. Still can't do it. Kind of have the best voting system we can have, other than anarchy, I suppose. There's nobody who's into anarchism right now. I don't want to like waste state time, but I also am kind of like, we need to improve things. I don't want to do laissez-faire. What does agrarianism do? Well, what's the difference between these two? So one free company charter. Aristocrats gain. I don't really need that. Interventionism's working fine for us. We don't know about graduated taxation. We don't have any colonial affairs, nor do we need them. Psh, you know what? No, we're woke Belgium. We will not colonize. Let's go ahead and do that. I think we could... Our only colonizing is this thing, which... Let's see what diplomatic demands. If I were to say, humiliate you... Russia would be obligated to join me. The United States might join. And the French Republic... And the Germans might be down with it too. What is their economy like? Let's look at the Dutch market. It is a smaller market than mine. Let's look at food security. They've got lots of fish, but they aren't... Huh. See their trade situation. Show me core goods that they're importing. They're importing most of their groceries... How much of their fabric? Not all their fabric. No, they're not actually importing most of their groceries. Only 80%. They're exporting a lot of furniture and paper. So they're not actually that dependent on imports. So that's good for them and bad news for me. But let's go ahead and... If I could peel the United States off of them, that would be a real coup. If I could guarantee independence and... Actually, you would just guarantee my independence anyway. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Treaty of Pittsburgh declined. Fuck, dude. Alright, so what is their deal? What does the Netherlands currently have with diplomacy? They have the Syracuse concession. It is no longer binding. I wish there were... I'm sure there's a way to do this, but I wish there was a way to, like, peel the Americans off. We've got one with Austria. But I don't know if they'll intervene or not. They're very likely to intervene, which is a problem. I'll take your power block if you guarantee my independence. Declined! Dang, Ottomans. Sure, we'll both improve our relations. Will you guarantee my independence? Oh my god, 77% chance and you still declined. That's crazy. Let's draft a treaty. Guarantee independence. Why can't we alliance? Oh, I haven't discovered multilateral alliances. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. The Catholic Party's just ahead of the Belgian Workers' Party, but you know what I'm gonna do? Not that. We don't want to do protectionism. Man, so pretty much everyone who could be in government is in government right now. Yeah, this is like the ideal one. The Catholic Party includes the petty bourgeois. Of course it does. Ay. Still don't have it. We gotta wait until we get... So we have police, which is probably going to help when we start doing some really unpopular things, like potentially going to war with a foreign country. What's our military situation? I don't understand what upgraded. Was it skirmish infantry? That doesn't sound right. Sure. Use rail transport, baby. Really want those power block statues. We've got some good institutions. Let's increase education. Let's increase workplace safety. Which we also need, because we need to hold on to every single precious human. Alright, so now we actually have some shit we could build in the gallery. So let's go ahead and get that going too. In approximately 10 weeks... we will have what is required. Andres de is it Volmont? Or Wolmont? Anyway, the ever-efficacious leader of the petty bourgeoisie has approached the government with a plan to enact migration controls. A successful enactment is certain to contribute to his reputation as an effective politician. We've read this one before, but I'm not going to fucking do it. Yeah, it would be stupid to implement migration controls in such a small country. We do not have the birth rate to sustain it. You may ask, like, one of the things this game does very well in modeling the economy is that you actually are often quite reliant on immigrant labor to continuously expand the economy, and it's a great way to boost your economy. If you're big like Russia, you could do internal migration, but there's not necessarily any reason to only do that. It's honestly better to have as many people as possible, as long as they aren't unemployed. As you can see, I have a lot of peasants, but I don't have any unemployed people. And this is good because it means I can plug these people who are living in the subsistence economy into the regular economy very soon. 5 weeks. Oh my god, I'm going to have so much authority. Everyone's going to be like, wow, look at those big statues. How urbanized? How urbanized is the Belgian gallery? Only 2. We need more urbanization. Oh, yeah, we got the statues now. I don't know where it got built. I'd have to look for it. Maybe the smart money would be over there, but whatever. Actually, wait, can I just see the building? Show me. Oh, it's literally in the middle of town. What does this even, you know, I know it does stuff for, like, conscriptable battalions and urbanization, but... Oh, it doesn't even cost that much to maintain. Oh, yeah. Holland is having some troubles. Hey, Germany. Hey, Austria. I have a proposal, and that proposal is you get investment rights, but I also get investment rights, and then I will owe you money. And then I will grant you trade privilege. They don't care about that. You don't really care about any subventions I offer. You know what? Let's just wait till our relations are better. American-Belgian Treaty of Commerce and Navigation. Guarantee independence. The Belgian states is guaranteed independence by the United States. I will negotiate this. See, the problem continues to be... and I will continue to harp on this. The problem continues to be the AI does not want equal trade. This is what we'll do. Just drop that. It needs to be a minimum of plus 20. Not quite there. I would need quite a bit more. I would add it if I could. Sorry, America. How about you just guarantee my independence? American-Belgian Treaty. We already expand all the farms that fast. I mean, this is good. It helps reduce the price of wheat, but dang. Alright, so we need to up the explosives economy, I think. Where are the explosives? Are they over here? I suppose I could actually like go through the real menus for this, but that would be stupid. Man, we're getting a lot of this built out. Having some kind of disease outbreak. Oh yeah. So now what we need to do is we need to evaluate again. If I were to do humiliation, the only people that would join them would be the United States of America. And I could definitely force France into this conflict. This is going to be the decision I'm going to have to make on a subsequent day, because unfortunately, like always, I've run out of time. So thanks for watching. And as always, remember, keep your friends close, but make sure the German Empire is not your enemy.